If you're trying to put on muscle and you're working out hard, but you're not getting the results you desire, you might just be using the wrong workout split. Hey everybody, welcome back to Fit After 50. I'm Jay. I'm a workout enthusiast, natural competitive bodybuilder, and I'm in my 50s. One of the questions I get asked a lot is how should I do my workout splits, and is there a split that is better than others? Well, I say yes there is, and in a moment I'm going to show you my favorite workout split that happens to also be the workout split that I train with, which won me a medal on stage competing against guys more than half my age. As always, let me hear from you by sharing your thoughts in the comments section below. Before I give you my schedule and how to best make it work for you, I want to first tell you what makes this workout split such a good routine. Whether you are lifting weights to compete on stage or like most, you're just working out for improved health and a better looking physique, there's a proven workout method or workout split that will give you maximum results. So how many sets should we do per muscle group if we want to maximize muscle gains? I talk often in my videos about training volume versus heavy weight and short reps to prevent injuries, but I want to also raise the question of should you be splitting that volume in your routines over multiple days? And I believe the answer to that is absolutely yes, you should. Now, let me also add that if you are new to weight training, you are going to get the best bang for your buck when it comes to training volume with sets and this particular split that I'm talking about. The reason I do the repeat set split is after a lot of trial and error, my best results have come from splitting my sets into 2 days per week. Studies have also suggested that splitting your sets up versus cramming them all into one session can give potential gains of up to, listen to this now, 40% more growth and improved strength. I'm going to show you my personal repeat set split, and as always, you can use my split to assist you, but in no way do you have to do it exactly as I do it. You find what works best for you. What this workout split aims to do is to take your total weekly sets and divide them into 2 working days per week. When doing this, you want to be sure to put forth maximum effort in your working sets and be sure to take at least 50% of these sets to failure. In fact, 70% of these sets to failure would be even better. What I'm going to show you is not done by weekdays, but instead is counted off by number of days in the month. You can do this week by week, and I have done it week by week, but I prefer the monthly schedule, and the monthly schedule layout is what I find is working best for me over time. I'm not telling you in these exercises that I'm showing you today how many sets or how many reps to do, but if you follow my channel, you've heard me speak on what I believe in doing or what I like to do in terms of volume. What I recommend is that you find a set count per muscle group that you want to achieve for a particular muscle group for the week. Let's use for an example your chest. Let's say you want to perform 4 total exercises on your chest and you want to do 4 working sets per exercise. Well, that comes out to be 16 sets of chest work. Now, it can be whatever exercises you choose to do. It could be flat bench press. It could be incline dumbbell press. It could be dumbbell flies. It could be some sort of a cable fly or cable or dumbbell pullovers. Whatever it is you do the exercises that you like that work best for you. Find those 4 exercises. Even if you only do 3 exercises, you're okay. But find those 4, and then what you're going to do is you're going to decide how many sets you want to do. Working sets, don't count the warm-up sets. So instead of doing 16 sets of chest work on Monday, 4 sets by 4 exercises, you're going to divide that number and you're going to do half of that on Monday and you're going to do the other half of that on Thursday or whatever day it is. I'm using my schedule to give you this example. You use yours. So what you're going to do is you're going to use those same 4 exercises, training twice per week, broken up into 2 days. For an example, you'll do chest on Monday and chest again on Thursday, or however you lay out your plan and your program and so on. Take a look at my schedule right here, and I'm going to go over this with you quickly. As you can see, I'm not so much using actual days of the week, but instead I am counting down total days in the month and breaking it down for rest days of at least 72 hours between the working sets of a certain exercise. In this example, I'm giving you a 30-day month, and on day 1 of that month, you can see I'm doing chest, back, and abs. You may say, how is it possible to do all of that in one session and not spend multiple hours in the gym? Well, remember, we are breaking up the sets, which allows for maximum effort and less time on muscle groups. Instead of doing 16 sets of chest on Monday, you're only going to be doing 8 sets of chest on Monday. Now, let's continue on with day 2. On day 2, I'm doing triceps and biceps, and that's it. On day 3, you can see here, I'm off. Personally, for me, my off days consist of my morning walks and no other training. I don't do any resistance training. I don't do any type of resistance recovery training. I don't do any other cardio. I just do my morning walk on my off days. So here we go. We're back to a repeat day on day 4. So day 4 is repeating the chest, back, abs from day 1. Remember, write down what you did on day 1 because you're going to replicate that on the repeat day. Also, if you find on the repeat days that you feel a little bit stronger than you did on the previous workout, then add reps to your sets. The main thing here is that you do the same exercises and the same number of sets. But just because you get to the number of reps that you did the time before doesn't mean you should just stop at that number. Be sure you're fatiguing the muscles. So if it means going a few more reps on a set to get to failure, by all means, you need to do that. Now, moving on to day 5, you'll see a repeat exercise with biceps from day 2. However, instead of triceps, I'm doing shoulders. I do it this way because my triceps get a lot of work with other push movements that I do, and my shoulders also get a lot of work in other exercises that I do. So these muscle groups, for me, only get worked on average once per week. Again, you do what works for you. If for some reason I find that my shoulders are lagging behind and I need to sculpt them out more, or my triceps or whatever it may be, I will add more of those exercises into a workout. However, for the most part, what I'm showing you is what I do in my double split. On day 6, I do legs, calves, and day 7, I'm back to chest, back, and abs. And then you can see how the rest of the month progresses with this split training schedule as I have mine laid out here. Now, let me say this. If you find you need more rest days, just sit down and figure out a schedule that allows for you to have more rest days. And then speaking of rest days, here's another important part of this schedule that you must figure out to get it to work best for you. And that is at the end of the 30 days, I take 3 to 4 days off consecutively from all weight training. If I don't feel after the 4th day that I'm completely recovered and ready to go, I'll take a 5th or even a 6th day off. It really doesn't bother me to miss 5 or 6 days in the gym in a row, and then I get back in refreshed and ready to go again. So if you look here, you can see I've completed this schedule and finished with an off day. Then I start the next cycle with 3 off days, giving me a total of 4 off days. You may need less days off, or you may decide you need more than 4 days off, but rest and recovery are crucial to staying healthy and developing new muscle. Of course, be sure as always that you're getting your protein intake and your creatine and whatever other necessities, supplements that you like to use that will maximize your results. Hopefully this has been a help to you, and as always, like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, go get fit.